Two big-time Democratic operatives penning this Wall Street Journal op-ed today, suggesting Hillary make the mother of all comebacks, saying, quote, if Democrats want a fighting chance at winning the presidency in 2024, Mrs. Clinton is likely their best option. And have you noticed Hillary herself growing louder in the media these days, taking some shots at the progressive left?
I think that it is a time for some, careful thinking about what wins elections, and not just in deep blue districts. Nothing is going to get done if you don't have a Democratic majority in the House and the Senate. And our majority comes from people who win in much more difficult districts.
Dana, Nixon lost a close one to JFK in 1960. The media hated him. He came back 8 years later, got elected twice. Could history repeat? Is she such an impossible candidate?
I don't think so, but I want you all to remember, it was about 8 weeks ago I said this was going to happen, that she was going to try to make a comeback, or that there are enough people around that whole universe that makes a lot of money on consulting, and it's like you write this, and then I'll get this campaign going, then I'll write the ad, and then I'll get the consultant, and I'll get the contract, and it just goes around and around. I highly doubt this is going to happen. Imagine if you're one of the 26 Democrats who ran last time, and you're looking at this saying, wait, what about me? I mean, Mayor Pete is basically walking around like he's going to be the nominee in 2024, even though he's like, oh, no, I love Kamala Harris. She's really great.
And yet, Judge, a lot of people have buyer's remorse for picking Trump over Hillary. Could she get a second shot because of regret?
I don't think they have any regret now because they picked Biden, and now they've got Biden buyer's remorse again. But, I really believe that when you look at the people and the options out there, Biden's a disaster. He's going to be older in another 3 years. That's not going to work. Kamala's a joke, literally. She laughs at herself most of the time. Who else? Pete Buttigieg? I mean, the man who saved Christmas? Give me a break. So, I mean, she can come across to a lot of people as a serious, person who understands world affairs, who understands policy, domestic issues, and people have a short memory. They forget that she's the most untrustworthy candidate to ever run for president. She forgets that Comey went before Congress and said she lied to the FBI over and over again. I mean, look, you can redress yourself and renew yourself to the American public and run again. I think she's got a chance, and boy, would I love it, because what a good time I'd have.
I wonder if she could beat Mike Pence. But, Greg, what would be her biggest hurdle, you think, to overcome? Her husband, Jeffrey Epstein, anger from black voters that she's shoving Kamala aside?
The Russia investigation?
Yeah, there's a lot to choose from. That's why this is kind of delicious. I do think, though, Dana's onto something. This is all about Doug Schoen. He's a sneaky little devil. But I talk about slamming Kamala. I mean, they're not passing her over for someone new. They're passing over her for someone really, really old. It's like she was supposed to be the new face of the party, and they're saying no thanks. The question is, are we ready for a 2016 rematch? I mean, the Clintons are like the political equivalent of COVID. And this is like a new variant. It's a new variant of an old election. Like 2016 was Delta. Is this going to be Omicron or worse? I don't know.
But, Jesse, would your mom vote for her? What do you think?
Oh, of course she would.
Suburban women are the key.
She'd vote twice. Imagine being Joe Biden, though, and you're in your rocking chair in Delaware, and you turn on the TV, and every single Democrat in the country is running for president in 2024. Yeah, Stacey's probably going to run. Bernie's running. People in Joe's own cabinet are running against him. How degrading is that? But I don't think Crooked could clear the field, do you? I don't think Mayor Pete or Bernie or Stacey Abrams scared of Hillary. The machine, Clinton machine's rusty. There's no Clinton mystique. And I think the squad would absolutely tear her face right off. But there is a lot of bad blood between Biden and Hillary. Remember when Hillary was Secretary of State, she disrespected Joe Biden. She had a lot more influence over Barack Obama than Joe did. Then when Obama was done, he basically anointed Hillary. Told Joe to step aside. It was her turn. And then Joe ended up beating the guy she lost to. And to see Hillary kind of circling you like a vulture must make Joe's blood boil.
I think, though, that Dana is right on this one. I think that don't count Hillary out.